This boiler burns #2 oil through steam atomization. You could have either air atomization. This boiler was ordered with steam atomization, which means they're using the steam from the system to break the oil up into fine droplets as it's introduced into the burner to burn it. Right now, like I said, we're firing on oil. Boiler is equipped with all safety features that are available, you know, from Cleaver Brooks, low water cutoffs, auxiliary low water cutoffs, FireEye brand flame relay, which basically monitors the combustion, makes sure that it's burning safely in the boiler. That's tied in with the Hawk ICS controller, which controls the fuel-air ratios and set points of the boiler. Come around the front. You guys know the burner, right? I mean, burners on this boiler, it has some camshafts for gas, but it basically controls the fuel-air ratio through what are called servo motors. You got one for air, one for FGR, and depending on which fuel you're running, outer one gas, the inner one is for oil. Right now we're running on oil, so it's the combination of the three, the oil, the air, and the FGR are running at a certain position that we've set up to maintain that proper fuel-air ratio. If you looked on that screen right there, you can see the position of each unit. Your air, your fuel, and your FGR, their position percentage of 100% that they're open. Right now, like the boiler is burning #2 oil, with oil going into the burner, air coming in through this blower, and FGR coming back around, all introducing itself into the burner. Basically burning the fuel, making BTUs heat, turning it into steam for the plant to use. Jim, you know, I'm basically going to go around and show you each unit on a unit. Over here next to the FGRs, you see you got a pilot assembly. That's your natural gas pilot, which is basically used to light either fuel, the oil or the natural gas. 2 valves with a vent valve in between, pressure regulator, uses the gas for the pilot. Let's get away from the blower, probably easier to hear.
I'm cheating a lot more than you guys should be doing. But you guys should actually get that pressure up. I would turn on another boiler on oil because it's so critical. The other boilers, you got air atomization, you got steam here, so this is a different beast. Once you're up, freaking great. So, you know, we're slowly got to bring it up because I can't shoot it all the way up. I don't have enough. I got to keep stressing that because that's critical on your guys' behalf. Pressure is slowly, hopefully rising. Yeah, it's getting there. I can't go too much more because I know I'm close to the limit. But yeah, it's just that I get nervous about. Just want to make sure everything's stable, sounds right. You know, you gotta be patient. Hey, if you lose the boiler and you want to come up, you ain't gonna happen with a snap of the finger. I mean, you want to close the header and make that head of steam and slowly crack it and let the boiler run safely. That's probably the best to do. You know, gotta have that steam atomization. That's the key. That's your safety valve. That's your rating of the boiler. 115 set point right here. 115. All right. All right, any questions? Kind of basic. Things to look out on the processor. Got green lights, okays on them all. If you got a problem and you call up and you're asking me a question, you know, do you have a red light up there? This key should always be in run, which is all the way to the left. Shouldn't be in remote or program. Should always be in run. All right. What you guys do with the keys, they should be here just in case if we had to come here and do something with the laptop. I need that. But just don't let people toying around with it. But there, lights, the history. You see the panel view. You remember the. Because if the screen ever locks up or something odd, try to go to alarm history and see if you see the programs. Like I said, if PLC is all dashed out, that means it's not seeing the processor or the program's not there. All right? That's if the screen locks up or something. That's the first thing you want to see, because if it locks up, the buttons are not working. The panel view screen, the program for the panel view is here, but the button won't work, because if it doesn't see the processor program, there's nothing to hit, nothing to go to see any, you know? Now all these other things, a lot of these, you know, there's a lot of things you can touch, but everything's preset, and you shouldn't have to change anything. Let's see. That's basically it. I think I got everything covered, right?